Welcome to a quick introduction to what is Charity Data. And so basically, CharityData.ca is an initiative of Blumbergs Professional Corporation to provide data on the Canadian charity sector to the public. It's free. So basically, simply, if you pick a charity you want to search, you just search for the charity, and then the charity comes up in a list, and you can essentially look. You've got information on the charity, including all sorts of things about assets, liabilities, revenues, expenses, staff, fundraising, and programs. You also have a description of the charity, and at the bottom of each page, you have who the directors and trustees of the charity are. Okay. Also, in addition to just looking up particular charities, you can do a director search where you can find the names of certain directors that you're interested in. You want to know if John Smith from Calgary is on the board of any Canadian registered charities. You can do a search that way. Also, there's an advanced charity search, which essentially allows you to look at Canadian charities and basically break it down. So, for example, which charity spent the most on charitable expenditures, then you can basically, look at it that way. Also, there's about 30 different ways of searching, but you can also break it down by designations, such as are they public-private foundation. You can also search by 252 different categories. So, for example, if you're interested in, upholding human rights, what groups are involved with that, you can just search that way. You can do it by revenue. So in other words, are they an organization that has, say, 30,000 or less, or maybe more than 5 million in revenue? So if you're looking at a particular subset, you can do it that way. Also, you can look at subsets of assets. Organizations that have a lot of assets don't. You can also look at it based on expenses. You can look at it based on, do they have one full-time employee, or do they have more than 100 full-time employees? So then you can see what organizations have more than 100 full-time employees. You can also search, and you can search at the same time, maybe which groups have employees that are in BC, and more specifically, you might want to say that are in Vancouver. So then you can search that way, and it just basically gives you that information. Anyway, this is a quick overview of CharityData.ca. The information comes from the filings of Canadian charities. They file with the Canada Revenue Agency, and the Canada Revenue Agency makes this information publicly available, and we've taken that information and put it onto a website that essentially makes it a bit easier to navigate than the CRA website. If you're interested in knowing certain things like what's the latest and information on a particular charity, then you need to go to the CRA website also to see if they are in fact still a registered charity. But otherwise, Charity Data provides a lot of useful information for organizations, individuals that are interested in different things. So that's quickly what is Charity Data, and hope you get some use out of it and enjoy using the site. Thank you.